jeez. Car just got wrecked with ice.
Holy shit.
Hopefully mine's gonna be safe.
Yours should be fine where it is. We had a branch fall out of a tree, giant ass branch, and it landed sticking straight up in the grass.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of scary.
Alright, so this is Zorn.
Hi.
And today we are going to be switching out his wheels, rewrapping his trim, because it's a little beat up. And, replacing brake sensors. And this is his, is this a 2009?
2008.
Okay, it's 2008, 335 XI. He's got a couple mods on it. He's got this nice carbon spoiler.
Soon to be CSL trunk?
Yes, next week we'll replace that with a full carbon trunk. It's got the nice carbon emblems to match. And he's got those on his wheels as well, not these. These are his winter wheels. It's good old Illinois. Alright, so for performance mods, I believe he only has a stage 1 tune and an upgraded charge pipe with a tile blow-off valve. We could get a clip of that later. But yeah, stage 1, really no upgrades but the charge pipe because they're plastic on this car and they tend to explode even on stock boost. Alright, so for this window trim, all you gotta do is push it forward and it should come off. You might have to use a trim tool to get in this crack here. So I'm gonna take care of that now. Alright, so it has a bunch of these little tracks on there, so you need to make sure that you push it directly this way. Otherwise you can get off those tracks and mess it up. Alright, once you have that piece off, you are really just going to start here. You're going to pull off the car, and you have to pull with some strength, otherwise it's not going to come off. But start here and kind of work your way down. Okay, so I started pulling on them. So basically you just have a bunch of these little clips in there, and you kind of want to find where the clip is and focus on that area. Pop it out, and then scoot down to the next one and pop that out. And just keep on going. Okay, so moving around to the door trim here. Really all you're going to do is take a trim tool. I like to cover mine with tape so that way you don't have plastic scraping on there. Just get under it, pry up a little bit, and work your way down. I like to put my finger under where I can so to keep it up. And then once you're there, the trim ends right there, so you can really just pull it out. And then you have one more piece that is under this mirror here. Alright, for this last piece of trim, you need to take your tweeter speaker off. So you kind of have to wiggle it and move it up. Be careful because there are little teeth on the bottom of it. If you kind of just bend it over, it will break them. So that's the first step. For this trim piece, you really just want to grab it, or rubber seal I should say, grab it from down here, pull it up, and then you can see that third bolt. And for these bolts you will need a Torx T27, and I'd recommend an extension because it can be pretty hard to get your ratchet up in there with the seal in the way. Alright, so once you get the third bolt out, your mirror will start to come out, and you have to disconnect the wire that is in there, and there's a little tab there. I think you just have to push on it, and that should take care of it. On your last bolt, be careful because it can fall into your door, as well as your torque bit. Alright, so there were actually 2 tabs, and you had to pinch them. Once you pinch them, it's really easy to take the mirror off. And now that you have this off, you have access to this piece. And for this last one, I'd recommend using a trim tool. Kind of put it perpendicular here and give it a nice shove, because with all the grime and all that, it can be pretty tough to get it out. But once you get it moving, it's not too tough. So once you have it slid forward and you can't go any further, you don't have to close the door or anything. Kind of just lift up and it should come out. So just do that for the other side as well. Same thing, and then you could get to painting or wrapping or whatever you're doing with your window trim. We are going to wrap these here. Alec is going to keep the paint on them, but still wrap them, which personally I wouldn't do, because I think that might leave a little bumpy. But we'll see how it turns out. This is what we're going to use. I guess it's kind of a tape, kind of a wrap. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, so just a little side note. I also have a 335. Mine is just a 335i, so it's rear wheel. I could do some other videos that are a little more in depth on it. I have the CSL style spoiler, so it's not actually the trunk lid, but it is much cheaper to do it that way. So yeah, I'll have a full video kind of detailing all the mods and everything I've done on it, and we could do that for Alex as well. But I've done some more stuff than him, but mine's mostly been exterior. Another thing we're changing out today is this trim. He got the carbon fiber piece, but didn't get the rest of the set. And I think he planned on it, but ended up not doing it.
Too expensive.
Too expensive. So we'll take it back off. And for this, all you really have to do is get a trim tool behind there. As you can see, it's already popping out. And then you got to do the same over there. And it's a little tough on the vents though, but basically pulls out. Huh? Alright, so we got the trim piece off. Basically, I popped this side off, went in over here with the trim tool, popped that side off, and then kind of worked my way down, and then pulled from that side over there and over here at the same time. Came out. Be careful to come straight out, otherwise you can break these for the vents. So we got the trim off. Once you get the trim off, you will have to pop these vents out of it so you can move them over. The key is to kind of keep the vents flush when you take them off, because if you get one side and then angle it, it really just bites in. And then you also got to take the start-stop button off. So does carbon fiber save weight?
Absolutely it does.
Actually, yeah, the trim piece that is carbon fiber is significantly lighter. But I do like this trim a lot.
Yeah, I want it all to match up too. When I'm out there.
Cool.
Impress the ladies, you know.
Alright, let's get this in the car. Alright, got that back in, and everything matches again. It's really easy. On this, you just have to pinch 2 tabs, comes right out. Just make sure you plug everything back in when you put it back in. Zorn got the front wheel off. And so this is the brake sensor right here. You gotta pull it out, and pull it out of all these brackets, and you will end up replacing it where it plugs in at the sensor here. Where'd they cut it?
Might not be this one that they cut.
Okay. And we are replacing these because he took it to a shop that cut his brake sensors for some reason. You going back to that shop?
Fuck no, I'm not.
So you could really just pull this off. It has two little teeth in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark. Just pull it on out.
You want help?
Okay. There we go. And yeah, two little clips there. Open it up, and it is that white one. So yeah, keep pulling it out. And there's a little button you gotta press on here. And then you pull it out here. Can you hold the camera?
Yeah.
Thanks. There we go. Alright, and I believe you have to reset this
Yeah, and there's a way
in
to
your
do
computer. Oh, can you do it just on the board computer?
it. Yeah.
I think you might have. Okay, I thought you might have to do it through an app like Carly or iCarSoft.
No, but speaking of which, I would like to go in and do that. My one tap turn signal for some reason got reset and only clicks once now instead of 3 times.
Okay, yeah, I've had some of the things that I put on there for iCarSoft or Carly. Yeah, they reset on me.
Is this thing still recording?
Yeah, should be. Broke it.
I don't know, the screen shut off.
Yeah, the screen doesn't stay on.
Oh.
Clip fell out. And this is the new sensor ordered from ECS Tuning, right?
Yep. My favorite
For
place.
all your German needs. When you guys are doing this, make sure that you take your clip from your old one and move it onto your new one. Pretty sure you took it off the end here.
Oh.
So, yeah, I think it does it clip to the brake line here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it clips to the brake line, and then your other one goes in there, and then you have to loop it up over, goes through there, and then you end up back in this little box over here again. Alright, so on the left side, we got all this trim off. Zorn finally replaced that brake sensor. I'm telling you, I don't think there's a sensor on that side, but let me know. And I think they only have a sensor on one side because they wear at the same rate. Yeah, I don't think I see one in there. But take it off and let me know.
Well, we gotta take it off anyway. So.
Oh yeah, because we're changing your wheels. These summer wheels are much better looking. I think BMW did a good job with these, especially for some stock wheels. Alright, so it is confirmed that there is no brake sensor on this side. So I think it's on the left front side and then the rear right for your actual sensors. And while it could go there, there is really no module to plug it into here. So I think that answers the question.
Oh, that's good.
What?
It's not coming out.
Oh, what'd you do? So we are on the other brake sensor, and I do see two wires back there, so I think it's the back right.
Yeah, this is the right one.
And we'll see if Alec can get a lug bolt out.
There we go. Look at that. Oh.
So, yeah, this brake sensor is cut. Yeah, that's messed up. I can't believe that. Here, look at this. So the shop that he took it to, they're doing your brakes.
Yeah, they're doing the brake
And they're doing brake pads, yeah, and they just cut it. That's messed up. Well, at least we got another one. So let's replace that. So the rear one is a little different. The wire runs back through there, behind your rear strut, and up in here. So yeah, you have to take off your fender liner, which I think these are 8 mils, and then I think this is a 10.
Fun.
Do you have those?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, we'll find out. Soren sounds like he's struggling back here. He does have the drilled rotors, which I think look pretty nice.
I don't know if this is designed to fit in here.
Uh-oh. Okay, so Zorn still has to switch out a couple more wheels, finish up that brake sensor. But I gotta go, so I'll come back later this week, show you guys how the new wrap looks, and the new wheels and all that.
On the other side of the table.